This is an objective reality in the document, with the signatures of the leaders of Armenia, Azerbaijan, and the United States. The word corridor is not in here. This is an objective reality according to Pashinyan. But there is also a subjective perception.
The
rest is a subjective reality, and it is obvious, and I state clearly, that there cannot be an infrastructure in the territory of the Republic of Armenia that exists under your name. But I cannot rule out that this name has become so popular in Azerbaijan due to objective and subjective circumstances that Azerbaijan can name any infrastructure passing through its territory, including those that are supposed to connect to the Tump route, for example. Any name and in the name of any person. Ours is the trip. We are the masters of our trip.
This was not discussed in Washington and has nothing to do with the obligations undertaken by Armenia, says Pashinyan. Today was the day for questions and answers at the National Assembly, during which the Prime Minister also touched upon Armenia's multi-vector foreign policy. He says we need to open our eyes and look at the real Armenia in the real world.
A strategic partnership is like a marriage, so you have to do it with one person. And instead, but it's really been like that, as much as, I don't know, it probably sounds amusing, but this is the bitter reality. We have been an independent state for 34 years, and we are yet to understand that partnership is not marriage. That partnership is friendship. That is, if, what is the difference? The difference is that if you get married and have more than one partner, you are cheating. But when you have more than one friend, it means you are a normal person who has more than one and you have friends, and your circle of friends is expanding.
What happened in Washington, according to the Prime Minister, provides an opportunity to deepen relations with Russia and Iran, and not the other way around.
Now, are there concerns? Of course there are. Were there these concerns before August 8th? Of course there were. Will these concerns exist? These concerns will always exist. And this is a natural process, and our politics, our diplomacy, and our foreign relations are not about anything else. They are about only one thing. The parties share their concerns with each other and begin to look at how they can cooperate to manage and dispel those concerns. This is the whole essence of international relations.
Pashinyan also referred to the dialogue and discussions with the opposition, or rather the lack thereof.
The ruling majority has discussions about these concerns. We are looking for solutions. Come, you too can participate. They did not want to participate. It is their problem that they did not want to participate. We have discussed and found solutions, and we've reached solutions. And if, for example, we compare the opposition's discourse in January 2025 with today's reality, we will see a growing gap. And when we compare our discourse from January with the discourse from August, we will see a strategy and the implementation of that strategy.
Peace has been established, claimed the foreign minister and his leader, in response to questions from pro-government MPs, which begin with almost identical statements.
In fact, what happened is a truly momentous event, both at the level of the signed texts, on that plane, and we can say the same when looking at the subsequent verbal reaffirmations by the leaders of the countries during their interactions with the press following the signatures. Peace has been established.
Ararat Mirzoyan also notes that peace will not be easy because the two countries have fought against each other.
Today we are working, for example, on unblocking. We assume that contacts will intensify, they already exist today, and in the future they will intensify with our American partners to understand the Armenian-American joint with regard to the Armenian railway and other infrastructures. You remember we said that nothing is agreed upon except what is written and published.
Nikol Pashinyan also spoke about defense spending.
Nikol Pashinyan. The defense expenditures for 2026 have a natural growth compared to 2024. That is, the formal arithmetic is one thing, but the natural reality, so to speak, is another. And the fact that we do not foresee an increase in defense spending for 2026 compared to 2025, and a decrease is foreseen, is connected with and related to this first and foremost. But there are also other factors which, if necessary, I can share with the Parliament in a closed-door session.
He noted that in 2025, we had a sharp increase in the defense budget, a part of which was directed to repaying future debts. This is what has disrupted the balanced growth. Simon Hovanesyan, ReOpen Media.